What is jazz poetry? It isn't anything very complicated to understand. It is a reciting of suitable poetry with the music of a jazz band, usually small and comparatively quiet. Most emphatically, it is not recitation with background music. The voice is integrally wedded to the music, and although it does not sing notes, is treated as another instrument. With its own solos and ensemble passages, it comes and goes, following the logic of the presentation, just like a saxophone or piano. Poetry and jazz gain new and different dimensions in association. Poetry has always been gained by association with music. Ancient China, Japan, India, Greece, the troubadours and minne singers and skalds. Jazz poetry reading puts poetry back in the entertainment business, where it was with Homer and the troubadours. Poetry gains from jazz an audience of widely diversified character. People who are seriously concerned with music, but who do not ordinarily read verse, and who care nothing for the conflicts and rituals of the literary scene. Jazz poetry gets poetry out of the classrooms and into contact with large audiences who have not read any verse since grammar school. Here the voice becomes another instrument in the band, the reciting rather than singing voice. If properly managed, swings more than an awful lot of vocalists. With a poet who understands what is going on, they are not at the mercy of a vocalist who wants just to vocalize and who looks on the band as a necessary evil at best. The emotional complexity of good poetry provides the musician with continuous creative stimulus, but at the same time gives him the widest possible creative freedom. This poetry and jazz combination is harder work than either of the arts taken separately. Jazz poetry is an exacting, cooperative, precision effort, like mountaineering. Everybody has to be perfectly coordinated. Everybody has to be socialized as 6 men on a rope working across the face of a cliff. Thus, the combination of poetry and jazz requires good poetry, competent resuscitation, everybody in the group really digging what everybody else is doing, and of course, real tasty music. Then it's great, and everybody loves it, especially you, baby. Kenneth Rexroth. Shinadani treasures lay scattered on the ground, crimson and gold. Shinadani treasures lay scattered on the ground, crimson and gold. Yellow leaves show no regard by men in gray suits. Yellow leaves show no regard by men in gray suits. All that ripens must eventually fall, deepening autumn. All that ripens must eventually fall, deepening autumn. Beneath the stone Buddha's ancient gaze, the temple's lunch bell rings from a microwave. Beneath the stone Buddha's ancient gaze, the temple's lunch bell rings from a microwave. Trees speak of autumn, but winter too has a voice, whispered on a slate gray sea. Trees speak of autumn, but winter too has a voice, whispered on a slate gray sea. Under autumn's perfection, my feet follow the ancient road, bound up in concrete. Under autumn's perfection, my feet follow the ancient road, bound up in concrete. Gray obscures the edges, as winter bides her time, days away, days away. Gray obscures the edges, as winter bides her time, days away, days away. Thank you.
It's hot up there, man.
Good work.